Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about some token unlocks coming up. So your favorite coin might be dipping in price, could be a buying opportunity, could be a reminder that you need to take profits while you still can. Also, we have to talk about what's going on with Matic, and the indication and the reminder of this new information coming out should be applied to any coin that could be a potentially unfair coin distribution, white papers, the promises made, and the following up of those promises. So let's get right into the first story about the token unlocks happening in February. We have coins like Avalanche, Aptos, and also Sui, and Optimism, and Sandbox. They're all having token unlocks in February, the biggest of which is from Avalanche. They're going to have 9.54 million AVAX tokens unleashed on the market on February 22nd. Aptos will unlock 24.84 million APT tokens on February 11th. And the first unlock for Sandbox will happen on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Their gift to you, maybe their coin is going to dip a little bit. They're going to be dumping, it looks like 9.19% of the circulating supply is going to be dumped on the market after this lockup period. On February 29th, leap year, Optimism will be unleashing 24.16 million OP tokens. And tomorrow, Sui will actually be releasing 34.62 million tokens worth 54 million tomorrow. So if these coins are something that you've had your eye on that you want to buy in preparation for this next bull run, this could be an opportunity for you. On the other side, if these are coins that are a heavy bag for you to hold, for example, AVAX, if you've been holding on to that one for a while and you've been lazy about taking profits, maybe this is a chance for you to sell high, relatively high, compared to this. It could be a dip coming up. This is not financial advice, just a heads up on dates for you to be aware of. Now, before I get into this next section on Matic, I need to film a disclaimer that the purpose of this is not to inspire fear or FUD or like panic selling of Matic by any means. Toby and I are still holding Matic. If you're in the CT Club, you know exactly what our portfolio is made of. But I really want this to serve much more as a reminder to not trust, verify. And when things are available like blockchain data, on-chain activity, that type of transparency, we should always be leveraging that information to our benefit to be a better cryptocurrency investor. If nothing else, just so then we're not surprised when things might go wrong. The biggest takeaway I want you to have from this section we're about to get into is that even if a cryptocurrency is successful, it's had an ICO, it's survived through a bear market, it's still proving to have a lot of network activity, a lot of usability. People are choosing to use it on a daily basis, like Polygon. It doesn't mean that they're totally transparent. It doesn't mean that they're not going to maybe try to pull a fast one. I'm not saying that's what's happening with Polygon, but I'm just saying don't let your guard down. Don't get lazy as a cryptocurrency investor, because if I've learned anything the past 10 years of being in crypto, anything can happen. So let's get into what's happening with Polygon. There is this article coming out from Cointelegraph, magazine by Cointelegraph. Mystery of Polygon's missing Matic. Everyone's doing it, says Chain Argos. This is the same company that investigated BUSD, and shortly after that, CZ admitted that actually BUSD was under collateralized by about $1 billion. So these guys are looking on chain to see what's actually happening, not necessarily behind the scenes, because blockchain technology makes behind the scenes not really a thing. It brings transparency to the public, which is great. This is something that I wrote about in the CT Club today as well, but I think it's worth sharing to everyone, is a reminder of, anyone who survived the ICO craze 2016, 2017, even 2018, we've all read our fair share of white papers, right? And not a lot of them, some of them were good. A lot of them were copy and paste. Most of them, however, were inviting new investors to their first experience of a rug pull. But in the white paper of Matic, they held an IEO on Binance in 2019, and in a white paper during an ICO, they lay out the terms. They lay out the amount of coins to be created, the amount of coins to be distributed, who gets what coins, how many are going to be available for public sales, how many are going to the team, how many are going towards marketing, and for Matic specifically, how many coins will go towards their staking program. So for Matic, obviously it's a layer 2, it's not its own blockchain. So the rewards are coming from not necessarily transaction fees, but from coins that were created specifically to reward staking on the network. The first thing that this article points out that I think is very important is that every Matic coin that was ever created was first funneled through the Polygon Foundation. All of the coins were sent to the foundation, and then from there they dispersed it accordingly. And apparently the foundation fell short on distributing the correct amount of coins to the staking program. And what's even weirder is that there's actually been 100 million more Matic paid out in staking than was originally planned to be distributed to it. So where did the coins go, and where is the staking rewards actually coming from? Now, within this article, I'm going to put a link to it down below in the video description so you can read it yourself. I highly recommend it. They describe how the Polygon Foundation actually deposited quite a few Matic tokens into Binance and like 3 different Binance wallets associated with the exchange. Now, the thing is, when you deposit coins onto a centralized exchange, it effectively obfuscates your transaction history, because from there, we can't tell. It's on private databases, by the way. It's not on-chain activity anymore. We can't tell if they were dumping the Matic on the market or if they were just sending it from that exchange wallet to another place. Maybe they were doing this on purpose, and we have to ask ourselves, why would they send coins to an exchange? Is it because they're paying people? Is it because they want to cash out? Or is it because they purposely want to obfuscate their transactions? Or is it even maybe the worst one, is that it was kind of innocently done by people who weren't really sure how to keep transparency going and really trust going with their project. Now, please, I'm not saying to panic sell everything in Matic. We are still holding Matic. We've been holding Matic for quite a while. For those of you who are in the CT Club, you have access to our cryptocurrency portfolio. The main reason of this video is not to create panic and to dump Matic by any means. The main reason of this video is I want it to be a reminder for anyone who's a seasoned crypto investor to the people who are really new, is that even if a cryptocurrency is successful, they've had a successful ICO, they've survived for several years in the cryptocurrency market, they're still proving to be useful, and they have transactions, they have activity on the network. It doesn't mean that they're like, the end all be all or the hero, or they're not still trying to pull a fast one on you. So suffice to say, don't trust, verify. On-chain activity is an excellent place to start. And if you're ever curious of when Toby and I are going to be selling our Matic, you got to check out the CT Club. We do our trade alerts and all that good stuff. The home of the CT Club can now be found at learningcrypto.com, where you have all of that information right at your fingertips. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again later. Bye, guys.